Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I think we're on day 8, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, in this video, I want to talk about a post that I saw. I saw Leila Hormozi made a post where she was saying that A players don't leave because the work is hard. They leave because C players make the work miserable. I want to talk about that concept today. During my entire undergrad experience, up until my master's, I probably worked on about 100 teams, to be honest, between different projects and work employment and different working spaces. And of all of those teams, I can consciously recall only 5 of those teams felt like I could actually work with these people. I really hated teamwork because it really just brought out the worst in me. I ended up having to do a lot more work than I would have had to do if I'm doing the entire project, because I'm not just doing the project. No, I'm managing people and their lack of work ethic, their lack of communication, their disorganization, and frankly, just laziness. So it just put a lot of emotional strain on me. So I really, really hated teamwork, and I just always felt that if I did the work myself, it would be way easier. But of course, you know that they're promoting teamwork because outside of the workspace, you do have to work on teams. And this is the training ground to make sure that you develop that skill and you're able to succeed once you graduate. Working outside, after graduating and working on teams, I really realized, well, actually, even on the teams in the classroom, I realized that I didn't necessarily hate teamwork. I just really hated working with people who just didn't pull their weight. And the funny thing that I'm realizing now is that you may be looking at somebody and thinking, oh, they're definitely a C player. And they're probably looking at themselves thinking they are an A player. So everybody has their own different perception of who they are. And it's really hard competing with that. But it's also to understand your own limitations and to understand that sometimes, even when you're in the workspace, the C player may not only be your coworkers, maybe it's also the boss, because they're the one hiring, and they're hiring based on what they think can be beneficial to them without considering the different players that they have on the team and how everybody's working style is different, and bringing that all together, making a cohesive team. So it's really a very challenging thing to navigate, because I've personally just disliked working with people. I've really, really disliked it so much, and I've had bursts of, moments where I felt like, okay, I can do this, but way more moments of like, is it just me, or we just can't seem to mesh, I will admit that, of course, I like things to be done exceptionally well, and not everybody works like that. Some people just want to do the bare minimum and just get away with it. I like excellence attached to my name. That's just how I perform. And sometimes it makes you wonder, like, am I the problem? Because if literally majority of these people, I just can't work with them, am I the problem? Because it looks that way. But I have to stop myself in my tracks and be like, no, I'm definitely not the problem. Compared to the work that I see a lot of people producing, it's just really distasteful. And it's not to say that I don't make mistakes, or it's not to say that I am perfect in any way, shape, or form, but it's just, Like, I don't want to get too specific, but I cannot make this up, guys. Like, I cannot make this up. And if you've experienced anything like this, please put it in the comments below, because I'm okay with it being my experience, but I'm pretty sure it's not just my experience. And I've finished reading the book from Kev on Stage, Successful Failure, and in the few chapters leading up to the end, he talked about the fact that he made a mistake by hiring a producer without really checking out their work properly to see that they actually did know how to do the things that he wanted, and it cost him like $150,000 or close to 200,000. And that's because that person was just not an excellent person. They weren't excellent in what they did, and that's evident in the storytelling of the book. It just really shows that even, being excellent is beneficial to not just you, but to the people that are betting on you. And of course, done is better than perfect, and we have to keep that in our mind. But also, I want to implore everybody that is watching my channel and watching my videos, be excellent at what you do. Like, success is great and all, and we all want to reach that ultimate level, but I'm pretty sure being excellent at what you do at your craft will open a lot more opportunities and door for you than just craving success. On your journey of building wealth, you definitely need opportunities to come in, because that's going to increase your income and increase your reach. However, being excellent in your field, like, even if you don't like the job that you're at, even if you don't like the space that you're in, being excellent, showing up every day, being your best self is our character traits that you would be surprised how valuable they are, especially for somebody who's looking for those traits. Like, honestly, I talk about the customer service lacking in Jamaica, right? And when I look on those things, it really turns me off. I really put myself in the shoes of the employer to think, when I make my first hire, oh God, I just know it's gonna be a very deliberate choice for me, because I've always heard successful business owners say this: be slow to hire and quick to fire, right? And that has to be a mindset that you adopt, because for me personally, who I know the type of work that I like to produce, I cannot work with anybody who wants to produce less than that. It either has to be at my space or higher than me, because it's really important to produce excellent work. It's really important to have your name attached to things that are excellent. The Bible says the skilled worker will sit in the presence of kings, which means being good at what you do is actually one of the unlocking keys to open doors for you. Right? And not only just looking at it from an employer point of view, but from an employee point of view. I show up to every job that I've worked with excellence. Even if there are many things that are distasteful in that space, I still give my best, because I am thinking that one day when I have my businesses, that's exactly what I'm looking for in my employees. That's exactly what I need there, because if I have the option to be excellent and mediocre at the same time, why would I not choose to be excellent? It does you more good. It's just more favorable, and it gets you further. So I know that, sometimes it's easy and discouraging to show up as your best self, even in spaces that you don't feel valued. But I promise you that being excellent will ultimately lead you to success. So we kind of just have to reverse engineer it to get what we actually want. So yeah, I think I steered off topic. I was talking about it. Actually, no, because I'm talking about A pairs and C pairs, and one is excellent and one isn't. So yeah, just be excellent. I just want to come on here and encourage you all to just be excellent at what you do. Just be an excellent person. Let people have good things to say about you, even at jobs that you don't like. Like, be excellent. All right? That's just what I wanted to come on here and say today. I hope this is an encouraging message to you and you can apply this starting tonight or tomorrow morning as soon as you clock in. Be excellent and show up for yourself. Give yourself a shot, right? Share this video with somebody who needs to hear this. Subscribe to the channel for more and join my private Facebook community for ambitious women who are looking to build wealth in Jamaica. All right, we need community, we need support, and we need mentors and accountability so that we can show up excellent. So what better way to do that than to join my community? And let's get into execution mode. All right, thank you so much for watching. If we haven't met before, I'm Khrista-Lee and I talk all things investing in you. And I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Let's go make some mistakes.